So if we go down to the old Edge, the one that's on your system or the one that just got replaced, then we go down to settings, and you'll see that there's an import favorites and other info from browsers. But when you click on that, first of all, it'll list whatever browsers you have installed, and it tells you here that you can import them. But the point of it is that if you look at it down here at Chrome, it'll do bookmarks, browsing history, and save passwords only. So it won't do everything that you need. It won't do your cookies and other stuff. So let's take a look at the new one. So here I am in the new version of Edge, and we go right to the same place, import to another browser, and you'll see here under Chrome it does bookmarks, browsing history, cookies, passwords, and other settings. So it has quite a bit more what it imports. So those people who love Chrome will find it's an easier transition to go to that. Okay, in the old Edge, let's go up here. We're on a page here. I want to click on this to save my favorites. I go to this drop down here. I have to figure out where it's at. I have to scroll down, maybe find out how to get to the sub menus and all that. Yeah, it's pretty sloppy. So I'm going to go to a page I want to make on my favorites. So when you get to it and you click on the star up top, there's your name like before. But when you click here, you actually have a decent menu system where you can expand and look exactly where you want the favorite, what subcategory you want or subfolder you want in your one, or you can create a new one. So that's very much improved. Now I'm a big Microsoft guy, and I've been using Edge ever since Windows 10 came out, or since Edge came out. One thing that bugged me is like in IE, you could click on like subfolders, and you can see what's listed underneath that. You click on now, and it opens up the favorites over on the right, and you have to go find it again and see what's listed underneath there. Now I can go over here, and I can move things around over here, but I have to be over here in order to do it. I can't do it from over on the regular menu. If we go over here to the left on the regular menu, while I'm using it, I can't drag these around and move them. It's very restrictive in what you can do directly from the favorites list. So here I am in the new version, and we go over here. First of all, we go to the same drop-down list here, and you'll notice that if I click, I right-click, and I can do a couple other little things here. I can edit URL, for example, but I can sort by name. I can do things that I don't have before. Plus, if I click and hold it, I can actually sit here and let me grab one, and I can move it around. Reorder stuff. I can move stuff from a sub-menu of one folder into another one. It actually works much like Edge does. No need to visit the other menu. It does it all right here directly on the menu. Now in the current version of Edge, you can pin tab sets, like you want to have 3 of them, you can pin them for later use, or you can do all of these normal features if you right click on it, all these things here. But they have a new one. Let's say you've been researching something in 3 different windows. You want to pin those entire tab set to your favorites. Here's how you do it. So here I am, and I have 2 tabs really open. I want to go ahead and pin them. It says Add Tabs to Favorites. So when I click on that, you'll notice it creates a new tab set over here, today's date. And there they are. They're listed right where I left them at. So I can now have a new tab set. And then I can just click on that name and rename it to whatever I want to name this tab set that I just created. It's a quick way to add some tabs you might have open. Let's say you're doing research in something, you have several tabs related to it. You just do that, go here, rename it, and boom, they're on your favorites. Now, just like I mentioned earlier, you can now slide things around and move them to wherever you want to in your tab set. So if I move this up to my favorites bar, it will now appear up top. You'll see there it is right there, having that tab set there. So that's how you can move them around. And by the way, you can also do like you do regular, say, yep, delete, and say you want to delete daily tabs, and they're gone. Okay, currently, if you open up Edge and you want to pin a site to use it, you can only put it on the favorites. Okay, pin to start, yep, no problem. You can do that. You can put it on your favorites, but there's nothing to do as far as your taskbar goes. Well, the new Edge allows you to do that as well. So here we go. We're on the same site, but we're in a new Edge on new Windows 10, and there's the pin to start. But above that, you'll now find pin this page to the taskbar. If we click on this, you'll notice right there at the bottom it just appeared. You can have one or more sites down there. So if you're too lazy even to open up Edge to go directly to it, you can go ahead and pin it directly to your taskbar. Now in the old Edge, it didn't even have this function per se. Now at least I control it like this. If you go over here, you'll notice that there's a full screen adjustment here where you click on it and you can go full screen from the menu. But you can also, besides using that, you can click on, just by pressing the F11 key, you can just toggle in and out really quick from full screen. Just a little nice enhancement to make it easier to go in and out without even using that menu. So Edge can open books, EPUB books. So I have the one here that I want to go ahead and open up in Edge. So I'm going to go ahead and open it. I want to take a look at some of the new features. One is that if we go here and we find a word we want to maybe highlight for a reason, we can simply highlight. You can click on to. But there is, you can color your highlight. You can say, oh, I want this one, or I can underline it. I can add a note. I can do the Ask Cortana now in a publication, not just on a web page. So there's quite a few things here going on. So let's take a look here. I want to highlight, there it is in yellow. I can go through this and do that for as many ones as I want. I can do different colors on different words, and they'll all be highlighted the way I want. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to underline this. And I'm going to add a note and put some garbage in here. And there we go. And I'm going to go ahead and click away from that. And we're going to go ahead and close. You see the little box, by the way, showing the note. You can hover over it and see what your note is. But I'm going to go ahead and close Edge. And I'm going to, or that document I should say, I'm going to bring it back up again. And you'll notice that right where I left off, first of all. But there it is. It still has the highlighting, and it still has the note available there for reference as well. And now normal PDFs. I'm going to load up one here that is just a developer's reference guide, a regular PDF file. And now you can do exactly the same thing. You can highlight, edit, do all those things you just saw in the EPUB, but also here in PDF files, which I think is even more handy because we use PDF files so much more. So there you have it. There's most of the Edge improvements coming to you in Windows 10 Fall 2017 Creators Update. Enjoy.